Know your rights, because those who don't know their rights have none.
Welcome back to the Know Your Rights channel. Today we're going to be talking about the incorrect charge of driving an unregistered vehicle. Now this is happening more and more as every day goes by, seemingly. Pretty much every state in Australia has now removed registration labels from the windscreen on vehicles. And straight away we've got an issue there, because how do you know whether a vehicle's registered or not? You go and look on the label. And if you borrow a family member's car or a friend's car or something like that, they're not around, how do you actually know if that vehicle's registered at that moment in time or not? You've really got no way of knowing. So the government, of course, claims that they've stopped sending out registration labels to save expenses and save costs. But seriously, they send you out a renewal certificate anyway. So really, how much cost was there to add a plastic sticker onto that? It's a joke. What it really is entrapment. They're trying to cause more drivers to forget about their registration, because of course the registration renewals often get lost in the mail, and therefore it gives them yet another excuse to fine motorists and get some more money out of them. So that's number one issue, but we've got an even bigger issue, and that is that the fine or the charge for driving an unregistered vehicle is actually incorrect. So, say you were pulled over, blue and red lights come on, police officer comes along and says, oh look, we've detected that your vehicle's unregistered, so we're going to issue you a fine. Well, the question is, well, that's fascinating, officer, and how exactly did you determine that fact? Now, the officer will probably explain to you that their fancy new highway patrol cars have cameras in them. They have a number plate recognition system now in many vehicles. That feeds back into their computer, and that determined that your vehicle was actually unregistered. So you'd respond and say, well, that's fascinating, officer. So your vehicle is that high tech that your camera on your vehicle can read my number plate, feed back into a computer, and ascertain that that vehicle's unregistered. Yes, yeah, that's what it does. It connects back to the Vic Roads database or the Queensland Transport database or the RMS database, and it finds your vehicle, sees that it's unregistered. Ah, well, that's fascinating, officer. So again, I just want to make sure I've got this 100% clear. Your camera on your car read my number plate, connected to your computer in your car, which connected via the internet somehow to the actual road transport database, and it found my vehicle on that database. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so my vehicle is registered to the database, so what's the issue? You see, your vehicle is always registered. Okay, even if it's written off, it will be registered as a write-off. When any new vehicle is very first registered, it remains registered for life. Okay? So the charge or the fine for driving an unregistered vehicle is actually incorrect. All you've done at absolute worst is you've failed to pay a private organisation that has a contract with that state government that is operating a monopoly contrary to the statute of monopolies. Okay, because you can only ever register your vehicle with one corporation, with one entity in each state. Okay, so all you've failed to do is pay a private corporation an administrative fee. So at best that renders it a civil matter, not a criminal matter. And of course the moment you pay your registration renewal, well, there's no outstanding fee, so there's no outstanding civil matter either. So again, please make sure that you get your head around this, that once a vehicle is very first registered, when it's very first sold, it is always registered for life, so you cannot be, or you certainly should not be, ever fined or charged with driving an unregistered vehicle.
For more information about this and many other topics, be sure to check out our website, www.knowyourrightsgroup.com.au. You can also listen into our weekly radio shows each Tuesday night between 8 and 10 p.m. And make sure you grab a copy of our truly life-changing ebook, The Essential Step-by-Step Manual for Understanding and Exercising Your Rights.